Okay.
All right, we are live, everybody. What's going on?
Good evening, guys. Hope you have a glass of wine.
Yes.
We're going to have a bit of fun tonight. Nice casual atmosphere. We're going to give you guys some value, some things you can do, put into your own business starting tonight and start getting some better results. Jen and I have kind of found, now that we've been coaching a bunch of people, we have learned that, a lot of people overcomplicate things. They're trying to do too many things at once, and you're kind of, when you do that, you're spreading yourself too thin. You're spreading your focus too thin, and you're just not getting the results you want because you're not building the momentum, because your attention is scattered on too many different social media platforms, too many different strategies. So what we would like to do is really give you guys the basics, the foundation to start running with your business and really growing the foundation fast and the momentum fast. So I'm all about simple. I'm the queen of simple.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to teach you guys tonight so that you can start doing this the simple way and start getting better results. That is our goal for tonight.
Yes, overcomplicating. Sometimes we dive into way too much training and we get ahead of ourselves, and 7 hours later you've watched all this training and you're like, now what do I do? So you're just really overcomplicating, you're overanalyzing. So really want to, just simplify it and show you guys, if you're not getting results, there is very specific things you need to just focus on and make that your 90-day run of just doing that and only that. And then you can reward yourself with other things once you get that accomplished.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
We have a lot of people coming on. It's awesome.
No, I like the idea of rewarding yourself, especially if, you do the things you should be doing, but maybe don't really want to be doing. Like, say, if you're not comfortable doing a video, get that done and then reward yourself. Have an ice cream sundae or a glass of wine or something. Go on to do something.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that, Jen. That's actually really, really good. So,
yeah, for sure.
You've got to stick to one marketing strategy and one only. So if you're doing Facebook, run hard with Facebook. Learn everything you can about Facebook and run hard with it. And then you can introduce, I always tell people, introduce a blog once you've got Facebook going, but do not start going and doing Twitter and Pinterest and Snapchat and LinkedIn and all of that, because you will never build the momentum in one place enough to be getting results. So stick to one strategy and one strategy only. I always like to tell people, I don't know what you tell people when you're coaching them, Jen, but I always tell people, stick with the one until you're getting at least 3 signups into your business a week and generating about 10 leads a day. And then...
Yeah, I say you got to get a result, because results build belief. So you have to make sure the results are happening. And if you're spreading yourself too thin, they're just not going to happen. Oh, there's Kim.
There she is.
Hey, girl. So, yeah, you want to make sure you're getting some results and consistent results. And then, because what happens is the main goal is you got to build an audience. It's easier to build an audience on one platform than it is on 10, right? Once you build the audience, you can just let that audience know, hey, follow me on Snapchat. Hey, follow me on Periscope. And they'll follow you. They'll just move with you. So now you're not having to build up like 5 things at one time. So you want to make sure that, yeah, you really keep it simple. I think, overcomplicating and trying to do too much at one time, having too many things on your to-do list, you're going to end up getting nothing done.
Exactly. You end up getting no results.
Yes.
You never build up a following or any kind of momentum. I totally agree. Generally, really, I only do Facebook. I do Facebook and my blog. I haven't even introduced another platform yet. So this is probably why I have built the foundation and I've got such awesome momentum going, is because I have stuck with one. So does it work that way? Oh yeah, I'm a big believer in doing that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Facebook, blog. The blog, though, again, it's something that you want to add once you already have an audience. If you don't have an audience to send people to your blog, why spend time building your blog? It doesn't make any sense. Just make sure you have have the engagement, you have people to direct over to the blog, and that way, you know, it creates momentum, basically.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's 3 things that you should be focused on, and we'll talk about each of them for your next 90 days. If you're looking to generate results, I mean, think about it. You know, if you want to be on the leaderboards, if you want to, you know, hit your ranks, it's all about proactive. You got to be proactive in your business. You know, you got to be generating leads. You got to be getting signups. You have to be chatting. So there's the 3 things is, you know, chatting, follow-ups, passive marketing. And with passive marketing comes posting on purpose. You have to learn how to post with having a point. Like, there has to be a reason, like, why you're posting what you're posting. There has to be a message behind it, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's curiosity, whether it's social proof, whatever it is, there has to be a reason behind it, because your goal when you post something is to get the engagement, is to get the eyes looking at what you're doing. If you're posting and nothing, and it's like, but you should just talk to a brick wall. It's the same thing. So
it's true. People will stop following you. If you're boring them with your post and there's no point to them, people will stop following you. And your point is to build up your audience and your engagement. So I totally agree. You have to, oh my gosh, think really hard. When you go to post something, analyze it. Analyze the heck out of it to make sure it's what you want people, the impression you want people to get of you, and there has to be a reason for it. Because every time somebody sees your post, they're going to get an impression, and then, you know, you want them to get the right impression. You want to control that impression. Marketing is strategy. It is all strategy. It's a mind game. It's psychological. So that's why you have to be very aware of what you're posting, because whether you realize it or not, every single thing you post is giving somebody the impression. Whether you're taking a picture of your dinner or a picture of your cat or posting some, you know, weird, I don't know, weird animal video or something like that, it is saying something about you every time you post.
Yes. And it's not so much about learning social media, it's learning how people work. You have to learn people. And, you know, I said it earlier today on an interview I did, it makes no sense if someone sends you a message. I mean, I know we all go through this. You send someone a message, they're in network marketing, you're trying to just reach out and connect, and you see that they see your message, but then they don't reply. It's like, are you really in network marketing? Like, you're not going to respond to your messages? Like, respond to your messages. If people are messaging you, respond to them. If you want to build a following, set your followers button up so people can follow you. Like, you have to make sure that you're doing the common sense, obvious things that a lot of network marketers just don't do. They don't set themselves up for success and then they get frustrated because, you know, they're not getting the results. Well, did you respond to the messages that you got today? Did you connect with the people that followed you today? You know, you have to make sure you're out there diligently being proactive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're not responding to people when they introduce themselves to you and you don't respond, or what I love even more is when you private message somebody, you know, hi, Julie, thanks for connecting. I see you live in St. Louis. I have the same kind of dog as you. How are you? And they respond with, fine.
Yeah. You have to become...
Really? You're in network marketing? I think you've missed the point. This is networking. You can't be a wet dish rag.
You have to be, and the person asking the most questions is going to win. Like, you have to be in control of the conversation and ask all the questions so that you can get to know the person and if there's a need, if there's a way you can collaborate, if there's a way you can help each other out, and learn to be very aggressive. You know, if I want to learn something, I find the smartest person in the classroom and I ask them. You know, I don't care if they've been in the business for 5 days or 5 years. If I see someone's rocking it on Instagram and I want to know how they're doing it, I'm going to message them and ask them. You can't be afraid to let your guard down and educate yourself and humble yourself and not always feel like you have to be on top and be the leader. I'm learning too. I'm always learning new things and looking to grow. And it doesn't matter to me if it's someone new. New people are great to learn from. Ignorance on fire. They're the best people to learn from because they come in and dumb it down and they bring you back to your basics and back to what you need to be doing. And so don't be afraid to ask for help from a new person. I don't mind doing that at all. Because they're going to come to my page and see that I have value to give them too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, Kim actually mastered. Pardon me?
I was going to say, feel free to chat in the chat group, guys. I have it open. So.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I was talking about Kim has mastered. Kim came in and kind of mastered chat, didn't you, Kim?
Was a newbie, right? Can you hear me?
Yep, sure can. When did you come into the industry, Kim?
I was in the industry a few years ago, and like probably most of you, I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to brand not like the other ones. So one day I met Aaron. I saw Aaron's video. I immediately said, I love it. I love your tips. You're great. And we started chatting, and that's how I, started to learn more about that branding and attraction marketing. So really, really changed the way I do things now. Totally
That's
different.
Great to hear. Night and day difference for you, eh?
Yep. Yeah.
That's awesome. No, I'm thrilled to see you finally getting the results. I mean, you're crushing it now. You're absolutely crushing it now. You decided to learn how to market effectively, and look at the difference it's made. It's really fun to watch when people, realize, just like we all do, you get to a point where you go, oh my God, I'm not getting any results. I'm not making any money with what I'm doing. It's time to do something different. And those people who make that decision, okay, I'm now going to learn to do this business the right way so that I can actually have some success. And then there are people who, they just don't get there. They don't get to that point. They're okay with beating their head against a wall, I suppose. I don't know. They just continue to do the same thing. And then, and that's how network marketing gets its bad name, right? There's so many people who never bother to learn the right way to do it, so they never make any money, and that's how network marketing gets a bad name. Those who take the time and put in the effort to do this industry really well, the right way, the profitable way, make a ton of money. Make an absolute ton of money. That's why it's 3% who make all the money, right? Those are the people who bothered to learn how to do it effectively. So it's really fun to watch somebody come in, decide to learn to do it right, and then watch them get results. I love that. When you first start working with somebody and you tell them what to do differently and they're learning, and then 2 days later, they're marketing entirely differently. You're watching their posts and it's like, oh my God, they get it. They get it. Oh my God. It's like, for some people, it's like night and day difference. And then they just start rocking it, and then their business takes off. It's so much fun to watch. So much fun to watch.
And there's also people that are very analytical and they overthink it, and I used to be that way. I used to always question everything, but if I do that, then how is this, what about this and what about that? And you have to just take if you have a coach and someone's telling you what to do, you have to take it for face value and just go do it. Don't sit there and analyze it. Don't sit there and thinking about when you're going to do it. Just go do it. Go apply. Like if someone says go follow 20 people on Facebook, go follow 20 people on Facebook. Don't ask where to go. Don't ask how to do it. Don't ask what time you should do it. Don't ask, who cares? Just go do it. Just go follow 20 people on Facebook. If someone says go have 10 conversations, well, what do I talk about? How do I say it? What should I say here? Just go start a conversation. You know how to speak English or your language, and you know how to carry on a conversation because I know you've done it in your life before. So just go do it. Yeah. Don't sit there and overthink it.
Totally agree. I totally agree. Just talk to people like they're people. Don't talk to people like they're your next sale. just relax and talk to them like they are a friend, because you know what? They feel it. They feel it. That is going to be oh my God. People don't even realize what they pick up just simply by intuition. They feel your vibe, they feel your energy, and it's going to either push them away or attract them to you. So just relax in your conversations. I know there's a lot of scripts out there and everything, and they can be helpful to give you an idea of what to say. But think about it. If everybody is saying the same 4 sentences to people, it doesn't really work so well.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You know, so I want to be the person who's not using that same sentence that, 400 million other people are using.
Your best bet is to just give people the attention they want and compliment them and praise them. And, if I see a post and someone's posting a spam post about their product, but they ranked up in their business, I'm like, awesome. That's so congratulations. They're marketing wrong, but oh well, like they're getting results and awesome. So I wouldn't, I just like to have genuine conversations. Use voice message. I mean, that's a great way to show more. I love being more personable with people and really just, trying to find a way in a virtual world to be as, connect with someone as close as possible, where most people stay away from it. Oh no, I can't Google Hangout. I can't make a phone call. Well, why? I mean, that's going to get them to help build a stronger relationship with you. And, you just never know where that's going to lead. A lot of times, if I connect with someone that's in another network marketing company, I'm like, hey, if I come across anybody that's looking for that, I'll send them your way. That's what networking is all about. I'm only looking for the people that are looking to work with me. So if I come across someone that's into coffee or weight loss or whatever, I'm going to say, hey, I have a friend that does that. Like, they're not my person, and that's okay. I'm okay with that.
You're treating them like a friend is the point, as opposed to a sale. And the minute you can make that mental shift, when you stop seeing dollar signs and you get it through your head that you are looking for the people who are looking for you and you just want to help people, that is when people start coming to you in droves, because they feel that you're not just about the almighty dollar.
Right.
It's huge.
Learn to communicate. Go back. And the thing is social media and text messaging, and we live in an antisocial world now. So if you're going to be in network marketing, you have to get back to being social. You have to get back to going out and having regular conversations, and go to network groups if you need to, just to get back into the swing of like learning how to ask people questions and be curious about them. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about helping. Like me and Erin are doing everything we're doing right now because we want to help other people create success. Like Erin and I are doing well in our businesses, and now the focus is about other people. You need to always be paying attention to what other people are looking for, and whether it's with you or not, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's the beauty of it. Once you know how to market online, it's crazy. You get to this place where you will never have to worry about money again, because you now know how to make it at will when you have those skill sets and those tools. So it's really a natural progression for most human beings anyway, that your focus just naturally shifts to wanting to help other people get to the same place you are, because you don't have to worry about yourself anymore. Yeah. Right? So now you want other people to be in that same position where they don't have to worry about money anymore either. And that's that's very empowering. You are empowered because you now know you don't have to worry about money. So then you want other people to feel like that. So then you go out and empower other people and help them get to the same place. It's freaking awesome.
And also, setting a good expectation, because I know in this industry it's always like, oh, I get to work my business when I feel like it, and I can just, kind of do it here and there. In the beginning, no. No, you cannot. You cannot do that. I mean, if I brought my dad in here right now, he'd be like, are you going to ever stop working? Really, in the beginning, you have to put in every single second that you can. I mean, you know, if you have kids, great, put them to bed and stay up till 3 in the morning, whatever. I mean, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work in the beginning to get it off of the ground. And I'm getting to a point now where, yeah, I can go to the lake tomorrow and hang out with my kids, and I don't have to stress about it, and I can have my phone there and kind of work whenever. But in the beginning, oh man, you have to like like, oh, just talk to 3 to 5 people a day. No, talk to 100. Like, talk to 100 people a day. Like, if you want, you know, it's all about compressing time. You know, you can talk to 3 to 5 people a day, but it's going to get you there a heck of a lot slower than if you talk to 100 people a day or message 100 people a day. So if you want to get there fast, you need to 10x, 100x everything that you do. If someone says go talk to somebody, times it by 100. If someone says to go make some phone calls, times it by 100. You have to, you just have to do it big. If they say, oh, do videos every day. Like in the beginning, I was blog posting and doing videos every single day. And now I do it 3 times a day, but it doesn't mean I won't go back to every day, but right now I'm okay with that.
Yeah, 3 times a week, right?
Yeah, 3 times a week, yeah.
No, I agree. You've got to build up that momentum. You've got to work your butt off, at least for the first 90 days, and build that momentum. Or, you're right, Jen's she's totally right. Or you can spend, 2 hours a day on it, and it can take you 3 years to get there. Or you can bust your butt for 90 days and get to that place. It's your choice. It's your choice. But I'm always really honest with people and tell them exactly how much I actually work. I mean, I work a lot.
Yeah. And it's funny because I remember a leader that I spoke to once, he had said, he had asked someone, how long have you been in network marketing? And they're like, oh, 2-3 years. It's like, but how long have you really been in? Like, how long have you been busting your butt and grinding every day? Because you can be frustrated and say, oh, I've been in network marketing for 5 years or 3 years and I haven't gotten any results. But what have you been doing? If you've been in for 3 years and you've been doing every single thing that you need to do on a daily basis and you're still not there, that's impossible.
Then you're doing it wrong. Doing it wrong.
You need to hire a coach.
Yeah. Well, if you're getting no results and you've been working every day for 3 years, you're doing it wrong. That means you're marketing like the 97% of network marketers who never make any money. That means you're most likely promoting your product and your company. What we all did in the beginning. That means you're marketing the way that's going to keep you broke, unfortunately. It means you're marketing the way your MLM company is telling you to market. And that's going to keep you broke. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, we learned that one. We've all learned that one. It doesn't work. That kind of marketing that repulsion marketing does not work.
And I know Kim and I are both in a group together. That's a very active group. And Kim, you have really good results in there, I'm sure, too, because when me and Kim go in there, I don't know, I've probably tested the waters a few times with certain things I've posted, and you just never, because certain groups, like, you don't want to go in there and, like, throw out your oh, join my webinar tonight, or, that kind of stuff. You want to just give value, right? So I'm always hesitant about, oh, should I post this? But when you go into these groups that are really, really active, I mean, go in there and just drop massive value, and you'll be amazed at people that reach out to you. I don't know about you, Kim, but you probably get a lot of results of meeting new friends in that group, I would imagine, right?
I had a few conversations, yes, because I just give, tips or just something, useful comment. Never pitching, don't do that, you'll get kicked out. It happened to me. I was just trying to help, but somebody said, oh, she's pitching. I wasn't, but anyways. So just be helpful. If you have something that can help someone, just say it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I see a lot of people I know that are just trying to pitch their, in between the lines. I can see that. You saw that too, Jen.
Yeah, I mean, and just go in and drop and message them. I mean, obviously they're doing it wrong, so message them and find out, what you can do to help them. in their business. And that's the great thing about having a system to really plug people into. So, because honestly, guys, 97% of people are struggling. They need help. Like, are you going to be the person to help them whether they join your business or not? I am. Like, I'm going to do that. Because
well, yeah, you don't help them, we will.
yeah, send us your no's. We'll take care of it for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you just want to be that person that's just out there to help people. And when you put the good out, it just comes back to you tenfold.
Totally agree with you there. Totally agree with you there. But that's so true. You've got to be willing to communicate with people. If you're not a people person and you're not willing to communicate, this is not the industry for you.
You should not be there. You should not be on Facebook anyways.
No, you're never going to make any money in this industry if you are unwilling to pick up the phone, do a Facebook call. Do the Facebook calls, you guys. They're brilliant.
Yes, they are. They're awesome.
When you're chatting with somebody and you're busy, right? You should let them know that you are too busy to sit there and type something out for an hour and a half. What does that say about you if you have an hour and a half to sit there and type something out, right?
Yeah.
Says you're probably not very successful because you're not very busy. Best thing to do, suggest, hey, how about a 5-minute Facebook call? It would be much quicker. You haven't asked for their phone number, so you haven't freaked them out. You've also said 5 minutes, so they're not worried about being stuck on a call with you for an hour and a half. Also, it gives you a way out. When they start talking about, whatever, their vacation or grandma in the old folks' home or their kitchen reno or whatever, it gives you an out. You can say, that's really cool or really interesting, but I actually only had 5 minutes, so I have to go now. But
yeah, like I have another call in 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Now, use the Facebook calls and the voice messenger that Jen was just talking about. When people hear you speak, they have to hear the tonation, the conviction in your voice, the passion in your voice. It gets them to know, like, and trust you really quickly. Not necessarily as quickly as doing video, but it's better than just sitting there and typing, right? They're getting to know you. And a lot of times, I had somebody, he asked me, he wanted some help. He asked a bunch of questions. And I really didn't have time to sit there and type it. So I sent him a voice message. And his response was really interesting because he was like, oh my God, I can't believe you took the time to send a voice message. Right? See, he was seeing it as it being so much more personable.
Well, guess what, guys?
More personal. And he was actually really impressed.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I didn't, of course, I didn't tell him that, the reason I did that. Do you want to move out? Move out. Out, Cassie?
So much more
She looks really freaked out.
Hey, Cassie, can you mute?
Me?
Yeah. I don't know why. I will. Echo. All right, cool. Yeah, Cassie hopped on with us, but
Cool, Cassie.
It's also, guys, now you can video message through private messenger. Hello.
I
So
haven't done that yet.
yeah, you can video message. So birthdays, like if you have people that have birthdays, like reach out, just wish them a happy birthday and say, hey, let's catch up when you have a chance. It's a great way to kind of go through people you haven't talked to in a long time, and
that one.
And you just never know where that conversation's gonna lead. But just connect with your friends, guys. You're on Facebook, and a lot of times I get all these friend requests, and I want to know why people are connecting with me. I'm like, are we gonna have a conversation? Is this person gonna respond to my message if I message them? If you're friend requesting me, know that I'm gonna have a conversation with you. If you can't have a conversation with me, like, how are we going to be friends? Like, there's no way. There's no way we're going to, legitimately be friends. Like, I think people think, oh, let's just get as many friends as we can on Facebook. But if I'm not having a conversation, you're probably not going to engage on my post. You're probably not going to, I'm never going to see your post because we're not engaging. So it's like a waste of space,
It's like, why would you friend request me and then respond with fine or no or yes? It's like, why did you friend request me?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't have time right now.
Yeah, you have to learn to be a communicator, guys. So it's all about, that's the main thing. Like, go out there and chat with people, chat with a ton of people. It's in the numbers. I had a girl have 6 signups this week. She had 6 signups, but she talked to 130 people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the numbers. But it's not in the numbers like, hey, message 20 people with the same, message. Like, you have to go out there and just take massive action. Even Cassie, I think you've had 3 signups this week?
I don't know if she can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, I have way more than that now.
Cassie's already had one.
We know. But just this, like, you've had a good amount of signups, right?
I think I'm at the same as Tina, or maybe more now. I just had a couple more join it.
Oh, well, then I'm behind the times. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was an hour ago. That was an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, sweet. I mean, it's crazy, guys. The results that everybody's getting right now, with what we're showing and everything is in our boot camp, and a lot of people know we have a boot camp going on. When you learn the right ways, you not only learn and apply, but you pay it forward. And so right now, Erin and I are just really excited about all the results everybody's getting with what we're teaching.
So sweet, so sweet.
Yeah.
So that's since the boot camp, eh, Cassie?
Yeah, no, it really helped that way. So definitely going out and approaching people about it. And obviously, I think people have been watching too a little bit and seeing like the different results that I've been getting with the marketing stuff. So a lot of them were really curious and getting help for it. So
Yeah, so they've been watching you for a while because you've been putting out value, and now that you mentioned the boot camp, they're jumping all over it.
Exactly.
Now you have something, you've been leveraging the boot camp. They've been watching you because you've been putting up value. Now you're leveraging the boot camp. And I know the same thing is happening for Kim. It's happening for all of us. We're offering a crazy deal here for the boot camp for $10, where we're teaching people everything we do every day. I mean, it's crazy insane. So we're leveraging that. We're helping a ton of people, and we're making money on the back end. It's a win-win for everybody. It's just kick-ass.
Yeah. So, and then also, with passive marketing, Cassie's been very, very, very consistent with video marketing. And it's interesting because when you do video marketing in the beginning, it's like nobody's watching. You're not really getting a lot of engagement. And, all of a sudden it just kind of like sprouts one day. It's really a compound effect. So I know Cassie, it's so cool. Like everybody, I'll get messages of people saying, Jen, you've grown so much. And now I can say, Cassie, you've grown so much, So everybody's just, it's so cool to see people just really grow and they just all of a sudden I'm like, dang, Cassie, that's a good post. I'm going to share that, they're like giving me ideas for different things now. It's so cool.
Oh, I know. When you start getting ideas from the people, you've been working with kind of thing, it's awesome. I watched Kim, and it's the same thing. It's like she's completely different marketer than when we first started working together. Completely different marketer, like hands down. You become a pro. When you want to, you can become a pro very quickly. If you decide to do it, you become a pro very quickly, and it's so much fun to watch that happen.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. So we're really excited about this boot camp, guys. It's literally $10 to just come in and check out what we're doing, check out the tools that we use, and the webinars are very interactive. We had people getting leads and signups on the webinar live last night.
That was so fun.
Crazy. It's crazy. And I'm talking, there's people that haven't had results in a while. People that were struggling for a long time, maybe just were kind of stagnant and needed a new approach. And so, yeah, we just took people back to basics, and we made them be very interactive with us on this webinar, and it took off for a lot of people. So we're just...
Well, I have one gal who's never signed up anybody before. She signed up 3 people yesterday because of it. So she was absolutely freaking out. It was very exciting.
Yeah. I mean, it's just really crazy. I mean, Aaron and I knew what we were doing, but we didn't know how much it was really going to make an impact for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah,
So
hugely impactful.
yeah, so outside of chatting and learning how to communicate, get down to learning how to have conversations, you need to be passively marketing, because, you know, chatting is one thing, but they're coming back to your page at some point. So are you running ads? Are you video marketing? Are you blogging? Like, where are you directing this traffic to? You have to know how to do that. So you have to pick that strategy out and keep that consistent and do that consistently with the chatting. It goes hand in hand.
Absolutely. You definitely need somewhere to send them to. I mean, if, you know, you can have a blog, which is awesome because it makes you an authority figure. When you have a blog to send people to, it makes you the authority figure. If they don't have a blog, boom, instant authority figure in their eyes. It's very powerful. But if you don't have a blog yet, you can always send them to your fan page. You know, that's your business page. That's almost like, you know, your blog before you have one kind of thing. And it does make you an authority figure if it's stuffed with value. If your fan page, your business page is stuffed with your company logo and your company name and your product, it doesn't make you an authority figure. Right?
Yeah.
If you're a spammer, you want them to see you as an authority figure, you stuff your fan page with value, which means teaching. You're no longer in, you want to be successful in this industry, you're no longer in sales, you're a teacher and a problem solver is what you should become. And once you get that in your head, you will actually become that once you start practicing it on a daily basis. But yeah.
Exactly. I agree. Cassie, you guys can chime in too.
Jen and I will talk all night.
I agree.
Chime in.
Yeah.
Cassie's just going to drink.
Right?
I am. I'm thirsty right now. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
So yeah, as far as, so that's the other thing. I mean, and we've talked a lot about video marketing, and we've had other calls about, you know, strategies, getting out of your comfort zone and all that kind of stuff. So, but really, you just have to pick a strategy that's passive and run with it. And guys, like, one thing that I really think helped me a lot was I just wasn't afraid to even reach out to top leaders. Like, if I saw a leader and I'm like, I'm going to squeeze every bit of information out of them that I can. Like, you know, I'm going to make them know who I am. I'm going to make them know my name. And you really just, every time you send a message, you comment, you like, you share, you're putting your business card out there, your virtual business card out into the marketplace to where people can come back and see what you're doing. So it's just so important. It all really ties together with, you know, having good quality conversations, having good quality posts that you put on your page, and having good quality content in your videos that you know, just give people the value. And whether you're in skincare or health and wellness, or, you know, you're just reaching out to network marketers in general, just make sure it's good quality value that your audience wants to know about. If it's all about losing weight, well, they don't care about your shake. They're only going to be excited about seeing a picture of that so much, you know, if at all. So, you know, give them quality content, give them value, how they can start, you know, incorporating it into their life, and how to, you know, just, you know, work out on the go, or when they're traveling, like how they can eat healthy when they're traveling, like just different. You got to start thinking outside the box. And that's where Aaron and I, you know, we had a goal and we set it, and we knew we had to do something completely different than what everybody else was doing to go out there and create a result.
Absolutely. You want to be the person who's doing something differently. If you're doing the same as everybody else, you know, you're going to get the same results as most people, which are no results. So yes, exactly. If you're in health and wellness or skincare or whatever, you have to think about, who are people going to be attracted to? They're going to be attracted to the person who is helping them and providing valuable information, not just the product. Because quite honestly, if you're in health and wellness and beauty and skincare and whatever, they can go to the grocery store for that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just pushing product and going, buy my product, they can just go to the local Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever you guys have in the States, Walgreens or whatever, and buy a similar product. But if you are providing value and then the product is on the back end, they're going to listen to you because they're learning from you. They're going to be attracted to you, and then they're going to ask you because you have positioned yourself as the authority figure. And then it's game over. When you've positioned yourself as the authority figure, it's game over. People are coming to you for whatever they need.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a beautiful thing when it happens.
It is. And then follow-up. Oh, gosh, how many people struggle with follow-up? I think everybody does.
That's probably the toughest part of this business for people is the follow-up. Absolutely. People are freaked out about the follow-up. You know, people are so concerned about what the person's going to think of them.
Right, exactly.
You've got to get rid of the ego. You've got to stop worrying about what people think of you if you want to make money in this industry. What about you, Kim? Was that a hard thing for you, the follow-up?
Well, yeah, because if you don't have a system to follow up, I mean, this is I'm a specialist in in that. I need a system because, you know, otherwise I'm all over the place. I forget. So I always write things down, and I know that I need to follow up with that person. I talk to somebody, you know, I write the name on my agenda for the next day. So I'll catch up with them and say, hey, how's it going? You know, I'm just checking up on you if you had any questions, something like that. Just short and sweet, that's it.
So you must use the customer relationship manager a lot then.
Yeah, I need that.
Awesome. Yeah.
I need to focus, otherwise I totally forget. Yeah, this is really helpful.
You lose people that you've talked to 3 months ago and they were a hot prospect, and you know, you don't have a way of keeping track of that person or keeping notes on that person, then that's lost money. That is lost money. So having a customer relationship manager, oh my God, I can't live without it. It's like, bam, you're talking to this person you spoke to 6 months ago, and you can pull that information up and go, by the way, last time we talked, your kid had, you know, surgery. How are they? That kind of thing. You know, that's going to rock their world when you remember stuff like that. So customer relationship, I feel, I don't know about you guys, but I feel a customer relationship manager when you're in this industry is an absolute necessity. Absolute necessity.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I love the CRM.
So many conversations, right?
What's that?
I said you're having so many conversations and it's hard to remember.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially if we have 20 conversations in a day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard to keep track of, exactly. So you go in there and you put the person's name in, when you spoke, what you spoke about, the details of the conversation, and then you pull that back out when you're talking to them 3 or 6 or 9 months later. They're impressed. You know, and it says a lot about you, and when they're looking for somebody to work with, it's going to be you, right?
Yeah.
So, got to have a customer relationship manager for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. And, you know, I like having something tangible, because if you're, I don't know, there's just something about being able to look over and see it right away. I have a lot of windows open sometimes. So, you know, I use my CRM, but then when I'm planning out my day for the next day, I like to have this because it just helps me, like, be able to know, okay, tomorrow I have this appointment, you know, I can have, like, a visible, something tangible in front of me all the time.
Yep. I use both. Old school, got my notebook and my pen, but then there's, exactly. I do both. I do the same.
Yeah. So cool. So follow-ups, and that's really it, guys. I mean, just learning how to post on purpose, chatting, follow-up, passive marketing, that's everything we're teaching inside of the boot camp. Literally, it's $10 to register and come in and check out what we're doing. And, you know, it's the best $10 I ever spent. So.
Oh, my God. This $10 was absolutely freaking life-changing for me. I mean, you know, sometimes I'm actually afraid to tell people what $10 has done for my life because they don't actually believe it when I'm talking to people, so I try to actually kind of mellow it down just because it's so freaking unbelievable what $10 has done for my entire life.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
so, you know, get back to the person, you know, that either brought you or invited you on, or one of us. You know, we always believe like you should definitely work with the person you resonate with most, and you know, that's it. It has to be a fit for both of you, and yeah, I mean, it's just that simple. Just it's $10. It's like the cheapest.
No-brainer. No-brainer. You're going to learn to market. What we're basically teaching in the boot camp is what we do in our own businesses every single day that have taken us to from 0 to 100, you know, in a year kind of thing, or less. So if you want to know what we do in our businesses to get such crazy results, then jump on this boot camp for $10. You even get to be part of our VIP group where we are putting a ton of training in there. And what we're doing is we're shortcutting people. Because we learned how to do this industry the right way, we know what is necessary to be doing on a daily basis and what you don't necessarily need to be doing. So what we're doing is shortcutting people. We're keeping them on track. We're giving them things to do every day, a daily method of operation to follow, so that every second you spend on your day building your business is going to be building your business. You're not going to be sitting there spinning your wheels. I used to do that, sit at my computer and go, okay, what should I be doing right now? That's a waste of time. That is not building your business. It is not an income-producing activity. You want every second you spend on your business to be worthwhile, or you're going to be working 24/7 and not getting results. So this is what Jen and I do. We shortcut people.
Yeah, and neither is creating images and, you know, just like training is great. Like spend an hour a day at the most on that, you know. I know I used to be that person that would just watch training all day long and think that that was going to get me to the next level, and nope, not until you put it into action.
So that's what we do. We put people into action mode. We tell you what to study so that you don't wander off doing all studying and not doing the income-producing activities. So that's what Jen and I have become really passionate about with this boot camp. So if you want to get better results really quickly, faster than you can ever really do on your own, jump in.
Yep.
Jump in, and we are here to help you. This is what we do now. We are here to help you. Absolutely.
For sure. So, yeah, I think the chat, I guess the chat's open. I never see anybody really chat in here, so I'm wondering if I even have it up right. But, yeah, just get back to, you know, just reach out to whoever, and we'll be happy to help out. The registration for the boot camp does expire at midnight Pacific Standard Time tonight. So it's $10, guys. Don't hurt your brains on this one. Yeah.
No, if you're serious about your future, oh my God, spend we'll even give you your $10 back. That's not, I mean, it's $10. What do we care?
Yeah.
I mean, for a chance to, oh my God, create the future of your dreams like we've done.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it. It's going to make me cry what that $10 has done for my life.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
We got paid today, and me and Erin were just like, what? You know, just, it's crazy what it can do.
I made more in, now that I have the skill sets. I have 6 streams of residual income coming in. We got paid today from one of those streams. From that income for 2 weeks for one of my streams is more money than I used to make in my business I had for 17 years that I was working 80 hours a week at.
Yes. It's crazy.
It's like, and it's all because I decided to learn how to do this industry the right way and acquire the skill sets. That's it. That's it. Certainly not because I'm brilliant or techie. Right? No, I made the decision. That's it.
Exactly. Awesome, guys. Well, just reach out. We appreciate you. There was a lot of people on tonight, so yeah, jump in and we'll get you locked and loaded. You guys will have the replay from the webinar last night on the boot camp, so you can get very interactive and hands-on, start generating leads, and you even have some time to invite some people into the boot camp if you get in now. So yep, that's it. So thank you guys.
We hope to see you inside our VIP group so we can help you guys, you know, really start to rock your business. We're there to help you, so jump on in.
Absolutely, guys. So have a great night.
Enjoy your wine.
Yes. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
All right, bye guys.